What's your best how did you two meet story that nobody would ever believe? The craziest first impression I had of my boyfriend happened just before our first date. That day, I had gotten off my shift later than planned, and all I could think about was changing out of my police uniform and making it on time to a first date I'd actually been looking forward to. Of course, the universe had other plans because just as I was heading home, I spotted a car absolutely flying through a yellow light, leaving me no choice but to pull him over. I was annoyed and seriously pressed on time, but I put on my best professional face and walked up to the window and immediately asked the usual, "Sir, do you know how fast you were going?" line. The guy behind the wheel looked just as stressed as I felt and completely fidgety, apologizing over and over about being late for something really important, but not saying what. I glanced over at the clock on his dashboard and felt my pulse quicken when I realized I was already 20 minutes late to my date. I quickly let him off with a warning, thinking that I didn't have the energy to ruin someone else's night when mine was already in jeopardy. As soon as I let him go, I rushed home, changed as fast as humanly possible, and took an Uber to the restaurant hoping I didn't look as frazzled as I felt. On the way there, I half expected my date to have run off after being 50 minutes late, but a part of me hoped that my date stayed. He and I had gotten along so well through texting, and I had never met a guy so similar before. When I got there, I gave out the name of the reservation and scanned the room for my date nervously as I followed the waitress. Then, my eyes locked with a familiar face near the bar, the same face of the guy I just pulled over not too long ago, looking just as shocked as I felt. For a split second, we both just stared at each other in disbelief, and then started laughing, realizing we'd both almost ruined our own first date before it even started. The whole thing felt like a cosmic joke, but once we sat down and swapped stories, it actually broke the ice better than any cheesy pickup line ever could. I admitted I'd almost written him a ticket back there, and he admitted he'd been panicking about making a bad impression all afternoon. All the awkwardness was instantly gone between us. Instead, we spent the night joking about our dangerous first meeting, and by the end of dinner, we both agreed this was the best and weirdest start to something we could ever have asked for.